Their Majesties would have before them Sorcha of Stonegrave.
Summer sun is here. Here comes the sun, doo-doo-doo. Here comes the sun, we all say, she's all right.
Your Majesties, here comes before you a bird of a different feather. Sorcha of Stonegrave, a mother duck, Baroness of Ostgardr. Look, behold, she has all her ducklings in a row. That certainly has earned her the bird and tiger as given to her by Omega the Fifth and Ostgardr the Fourth. And she does it with such grace and kindness that she was awarded the Consort's Order of Courtesy by Conrad and Brenwyn. As a member of the Herbalist Guild, she welcomes people to our society with calming sachets and balms. In studying these various remedies, she was inducted into the Order of the Manch by Ionis and Honig. For her truly inspiring work of figuring out exchequer spreadsheets and policies, she was brought into the fold of the Order of the Silver Crescent by Gregor III and Kiena. With many a bronze duck, a silver stoke, and silver feather in her cap, she comes before you to answer the questions put before her.
So, you posed to your question earlier. Before I get to that, why was it so sunny today?
I tried.
You tried, okay.
I didn't want to roast either.
Thanks. All right, so now the other questions. The other things that you have tried, that you have done. Do you have an answer for us?
I do. I would be honored to join us.
Would you call them?
Their Majesties would have before them their Order of the Pelican.
I can't do
Surrounded by crazy people.
Is there a member of the Order of Chivalry to speak for this candidate?
Hello. I'm Oscar the Boot Giver, and I would claim that honor today. So, I was going to do a spiel about the resume of things that brought you here, but it has just been boasted for you. So the main thing that I would like to say is, what you did is you did a lot of service in the back, and then you decided that you were going to take the reins and lead this beautiful and wonderful island culture of Andrew. And not only did you seek to lead them, but you also decided to lead them alongside one of the duckiest members of our family that there could be. So you have guided them. There is so much joy that I see in the ducks every time. They love their culture, they love their barony, and I think that you and Titus were definitely a part in hand for that. And so to go from all of the service that you did in the background, exchequer, all these things, making the salve, autocratic events, to then step up in front of the populace takes a very big step. And you've done that so gracefully and so well over these past couple of years. Your Majesties, she is most certainly my peer. Thank you for that.
Is there a member of the Order of the Laurel to speak for this candidate?
Your Majesty, good populace, I am Magistra Jadwiga Zajankova, member of the Order of the Silver Crescent, member of the Order of the Manch, member of the Order of the Laurel, founder and original agitatrix of the East Kingdom Guild of Herbalists, but I am but a simple country herbalist, and it is my honor to speak as a laurel for this candidate. I first met Sorcha when she was teaching other people to make salves and other herbal potions. and giving away her art. When Laurels speak for a Pelican, for our cousins in the Pelican, we like to talk about the art of service. But I'm an herbalist, and I will talk about the odor of service. The odor that pervades the barony of Andvigine. The odor of prosperity and of security that comes from mint. The odor of sage, which of wisdom. The odor of balm, which summons sweetness from the air. The odor, most of all, of rosemary, the scent of resoluteness, of persistence, of commitment, of someone who has committed to service, even when perhaps she might have had other choices. And last but not least, the odor of lavender, which brings health and happiness and welcomes all new people to her shire, to her barony. I am but a simple country herbalist. I say, and I hope I speak not only for the Laurels, but for the populace, that she is my peer.
Thank you for this clarification.
Is there a member of the Order of the Rose to speak for this candidate?
I, Isabella, Countess, Duchess, Order of the Companion of the Orders of Laurel, Companion of the Orders of Pelican. I hold all high orders of merits of the East except combatant. I am the fifth force of nature, and I stand before you a weak and feeble woman. I have known Sorcha for many a year, but I will not tell you of what I know of her, for I have surveyed all those who have met her. And your majesties, those who have spoken to me speak of her love. They speak of her compassion. They speak of her welcomeness to strangers and those that she knows. And the word said, though I have the song and the tongues of divers tongues, as I have not love, they speak of but tingling brass. What more would you want? To hold your lands. They will welcome people. They want to be with you, and even you. You like that? You know what else? And she likes good beer. For that, your majesties, I commend her to you. I commend her heart, her generous nature, and all that she gives to you in holding your lands. But those lands are strong only because you have placed her there. And all that have spoken and have seen her have said unto me and unto you that she is our peer. I recommend her to you.
Thank you. Is there a member of the Order of Defense to speak for this candidate?
Aye, Your Majesties. I am Jean-Xavier Briere, Master of Defense, and I have the pleasure to speak for Sorcha. This is going to be a tough act to follow, my sister-in-law.
Yeah, I wouldn't want it.
So, but my feeble words. For Sorcha, some of us have had the good fortune of witnessing this wonderful gentle grow and contribute to the society for these past 2 decades. To take on several offices and positions of the Barony of Andvigine and its cantons and Hawk Reach, especially the Office of Exchequer, eventually becoming current Baroness of Andvigine. This Sorcha has done selflessly and for the betterment of all of us. Her traits, Sorcha has the willingness and the perseverance to guide and lead those of our populace that are looking to find their place within our society. With all things worth doing, one will always encounter rough roads. I have personally been observing Sorcha work through these challenges and find inspiration. Your Majesties, Sorcha is without a doubt my peer.
Is there a member of the Order of the Pelican to speak for this candidate?
Your Majesties, populace of the East, I, Suzanne Neuber de Landis, take the honor of speaking for the Pelican. I've known Sorcha for well over 20 years, and while we have no formal relationship, I've had the privilege of guiding her and advising her on her journey to this day. As soon as Sorcha started in our game, she jumped in at the deep end, taking over the Exchequer. She served as Exchequer for too many terms that any of us can count, both on the baronial level and on the canton level. She then went out to help establish the canton of Hawks Reach and establish its first event and ran it successfully for 7 years running before she turned it over to somebody else. After that, she followed up by autocrating a baronial investiture, a mere 7 days before Hurricane Sandy. Our site lost its power, but she said, what kind of Scadians would we be if that held us back? Sorcha went on to be Baroness, and for which she's in her 5th year, and has asked the crown for a 6th year, because she feels that COVID did not allow her to do all the work she wanted to do. But while we were locked down in COVID, her and her Baron held cocktails with the cornet. This allowed, it was a Zoom meeting, and it allowed everybody in the barony to stay engaged and involved. So it kept a lot of our members still active. So we had major retention in that capacity. She's always served with integrity, devotion, and diligence, all the while maintaining humor and sanity. And for this, she is and always will be my peer, and I thank you for recognizing her this day.
Is there a medallion?
Yes, there is.
This medallion was purchased for Sorcha by Mistress Theodora of Groves and Master Stephen of Hawkshaven from the West Kingdom. Ooh, very nice.
Is there a cloak?
Yes, there is. It represents all of her orders, and the symbol is a pagan symbol, and in the colors that she uses.
Sure.
Is there a hood?
There is.
Wow. That's gorgeous. Wow. That's gorgeous. Gorgeous. Wow.
I don't know if it's going to fit over your What's going to the hand actually? I'll let you figure that out.
Is there a hat?
There is.
Let's see. We'll give this a shot.
It fits.
Word has reached us of the great service of Sorcha of Stonegrave. Her service to the barony of Andabageen and to the Kingdom of the East is renowned throughout the lands, and she has performed it with chivalry, with devotion to art, with perseverance, and with courtesy. Her service is of such caliber that even the ducks have gotten in a row. Therefore, we, Ryogujen, Demon King of the Three Heavens, and Rani Indrakshi, induct her into the Order of the Pelican on this day. Scroll is forthcoming.
Stonegrave, do hereby swear to continue to serve the society, the East, and the Crown with my words and deeds. I will promote courtesy and kindness, and probably more wackiness. I will help others to find their path in service to the dream. So I swear by the sun, the moon, and the great God.
I, Ryu,
And I, Anjopshi,
hear your words.
and know them to be true,
In exchange, we offer to you our strength,
and our protection,
our wrath.
and our affection.
As the karmic wheel turns, may your opposition be crushed underneath.
And may you rise to prosperity,
So long as dragons beckon at our doors,
and the sun rises in the east.
we
Bind
bind ourselves to
ourselves
you.
Black,
Ducks fly together.
Love that.
For Sorcha, newest companion of the Order of the Pelican.
rise and
Get them a chair.